Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bridal makeup tutorial. It's actually the look I'm wearing right now. I've had a couple requests to do this because I know a couple people that are getting married soon or just within like a couple years, and I'm actually getting married myself next year in June. So I figured it was like the perfect opportunity to do this video to kind of play around with makeup to see what kind of look I want to do for my wedding or stuff that I don't want to do, which kind of thought of today because it was a little bit warmer than I wanted it to be, but it's still really pretty. So if you guys are going for that kind of like warm tone soft look, then I thought this would be perfect for you guys. And if you want to know how I got it, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, so I went ahead and did my eyebrows with my Anastasia Dip Brow and their clear brow gel, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and go into the eyeshadow now. I'm just going to be using one palette for this like bridal makeup tutorial. I've had a couple like requests to do this from just like friends and stuff, and if you guys didn't know, I'm getting married next year, and I know quite a few people that are also getting married in the next like couple years. So I thought I would do like a little bridal look. I don't know if this is something that I will personally do for my wedding. I know I want something really soft and lashes, but like minimal eyeliner and then like a nude like pink lip and stuff, but other than that I really don't know, and I really don't know like what kind of products I'm going to use. I've been like looking for a perfect foundation to use for my wedding. It's like 8 months away now, so it's getting like to the crunch time, so I'm hoping I can find one that I really like by then. There's like a couple I've been really liking, like the Anastasia Luminous Foundation. That one just tends to break up on my nose, so I want something, or maybe to find like a primer that helps with that, but I don't think primers do a whole lot for me as like makeup wear. That's just how my skin is. Nothing lasts on me, so if that foundation does that, it's not to say that I don't like that foundation. I usually love foundations even if they do that, because everything does that on me. So yeah, but enough rambling. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I have you guys zoomed in a little bit. And then I just went ahead and primed my eyes with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair Neutral, and I went ahead and set it with powder. I used the ColourPop Cosmetics translucent powder just because I'm not doing like a bold look or anything, so I don't need the colors to stand out like really, like I think that'd be too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in. The palette I'm using today is the original Norvina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Norvina just came out with like a sub brand kind of thing from Anastasia with a bunch more like palettes and lashes and stuff, more for like the creative artist rather than like the average consumer. Anastasia is very like neutral with pops of color, but like the new like Norvina collection is like very, very colorful and just like really fun. But they're like kind of like sister brands now. So this is what the original palette looks like. And I think I'm just going to be using like a pink, maybe like a brown, and then definitely like a little shimmer on the lid. So taking the palette, I'm actually going to start out with this color right here. It's kind of like a warm, neutral-ish light brown, and that is called Incense. And I'm going to put this right into my crease, but blend it up a little bit higher. And I kind of like to go back and forth like where I like really want it, and then I'll start to move my brush around the color to blend it. This might turn into a little bit more of a bolder tutorial, because I know some brides like a little bit more makeup, especially somebody like me who wears makeup almost daily. But someone who doesn't wear makeup at all when on their wedding day, they might want something like more natural, if that makes sense. But I think this will look pretty no matter who it goes on. It's just more of like a transition and everything. Hopefully the lighting is okay. Like I said in a previous video, my window is like over here, but like a little bit in front of me. So I have that light that's shining on like this side, and then I have like my ring light, but I don't have anything like over here to really even it out, but I hope it's okay. I turned up the ring light a little bit to help. Usually don't have it on this bright, so hopefully it'll be a little bit better. The next color I'm going to use from the palette is Love, which is like this dusty pink right here. And the brush I'm going to use for this color is the Morphe M441. I'm just going to tap into that a little bit. This shade isn't completely matte. It has a little bit of like a shimmer to it, but not too much. It's kind of like a satin kind of color. I'm just switching to a Anastasia brush that was in one of the palettes I have from her, and just throwing this in here. Just to make it a little bit more pinky and rosy. And then I just want to take a tiny bit of like a darker color. I'm going to go in with this like more cool toned brown and just put that right in the outer corner. Like just a little bit of this. I'm not going to do too much. I don't want it too dark. I don't like dark colors on me in general, so on my wedding day I especially do not want anything dark. Just bring this like up. So I'm just doing it like on the outer corner and the outside of my lid, and just bringing it right to where my crease is, just right along there, if you guys can tell. And then I'm gonna go back in with that Love shade, and I'm gonna try to blend this out a little bit, but not too much because I want it to mainly stay where I have it placed. And like I said, this might be a little bit smoky for some people for their wedding day, but I think it's gonna be really pretty. And then on that same brush that I used Love with, I'm just taking a little bit more of Love and a little bit more of Incense, and I'm just taking it on the lid and just bringing it in a little bit, just so it's gonna be easier to blend the shimmer with these mattes right here. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Dreamer up here, maybe a little bit of this gold too, but definitely Dreamer to start out with. This on the eyelid. Ooh, that is so pretty. Ooh. Okay, and then I think that's all for eyeshadow that I'm going to do on the top. I'm going to take a little bit of eyeliner. This one is from NYX. It's their retractable eyeliner, just the black one. You can definitely do brown for bridal if you want something a little bit less harsh, but I personally always do black. I'm going to do a little bit of mascara on my top lashes. This one's from L'Oreal. It's their telescopic, the gold tube one. I've used this for so long. I keep repurchasing it. It's because the brush is nice and skinny and it grabs onto your lashes really well. So I feel like it kind of like curls them too and kind of like pulls them upwards, which is nice. Because I don't curl my lashes because my lashes are already pretty curly. So this just makes them even more like upright and like not straight out, you know? The ones I'm using are from Coco Lashes. I love Coco Lashes. They have a ton of styles, so you can definitely go on there and pick out a couple styles that you think would look really nice on you. These ones that I have are 925. That's the style. It's just kind of like what I have right now. It's just what I'm using them. That's why I'm using them. I'm obsessed with them right now. They go with like so many looks, whether it's more simple or like a dramatic cut crease or something. They go good with a lot. I am going to do a little bit of primer. This one is from Becca. It's their Backlight Face Primer. It's super dewy and hydrating and just makes your foundation look so like smooth and dewy and pretty. If you are oily and don't like the shiny look, then maybe stay away from this one. But I'm only oily in like the center of my face, like my nose and my chin. Everywhere else is usually pretty normal, so I can definitely get away with wearing it. And then for a little bit of primer for the middle of my face, this one is from Touch in Sol. I believe it came in a bunch of people's like BoxyCharms. That's where I got it from. And I believe they now sell like a little set, at least at the Ulta that I have at around me. So definitely go there if you want to try this one out. It's really nice. I like it for my pores, but also for like lines and stuff. I feel like my makeup doesn't settle as much. Sometimes it settles right in the creases of my nose. Not that I'm dry, but just because like my it just settles there, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm gonna try to pop these on now. I think they're almost ready. And by all means, if you guys want to do like eyeliner or a wing or anything for your wedding, go for it. But for me personally, wings are not my favorite on my eye shape. Like I do them sometimes, but for something that I'm gonna have pictures of forever, I don't really want something that I'm not a huge fan of. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick in Y225. I'm just going to do some stripes just where I want a little bit fuller of coverage. And then down on my chin, just right next to my nose, and then a stripe down my nose. And then I'll just do one stripe. To blend that out, I'm actually going to take a couple pumps of my Anastasia Luminous Foundation in 110C, and I'm just going to dot this all around and then just start to blend everything out. Both of these foundations are more on the like satin to dewy side, but combined they will give a little bit more coverage and they just look really pretty together. And then for concealer, I'm gonna use the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape just because it's really full coverage, and if you don't get a lot of sleep the night before, you can definitely use this to cover up any dark circles. I feel like I am going to be that one that doesn't get any sleep the night before just because I'll be like anxious and excited. I'm just gonna put a lot on today. Just to brighten up the face. Do some down on the chin, under the nose. Also gonna put some up on the forehead just to brighten up there too. And then I'm actually gonna set everywhere that we put concealer. You want to do like a light powder, you don't want anything too heavy. So like that Coty Airspun powder that everybody loves, I love it too, but that might be a little dry and a little too much. You just want something to set, nothing like extra coverage or anything. I mean, unless you want it, definitely go for it. But if you're using a good concealer, you shouldn't need any extra coverage. But definitely do you if you feel like you do. And then I'm taking the same powder and just putting it kind of like everywhere just to lightly set it. And these two face brushes that I just used are from e.l.f. e.l.f. has like great brushes if you guys are just starting to get into makeup or you want more brushes but like for an affordable price. Definitely get some from e.l.f. I have brushes from them. Like I've had these two that I just used for probably like 4 years now and they haven't fallen apart, and they were probably like $3 a piece. No joke. So just putting some of this under there really quick. I'm gonna go back in and blend it out and clean it up, so don't worry. So I'm probably going to do like a black liner in my waterline when I get married, but for this tutorial I'm actually gonna do a white just because I know a lot of people have trouble with like small eyes and stuff. So white eyeliner in there instead of black will really open your eye. Then I'm gonna take a love and incense and just blend all of that out under there. And then I'm gonna take my MAC palette that I just put a few things in, and this is MAC Pro Emphasize. It's like a brightening powder. I'm just gonna put this under my eyes to really brighten everything up. And then for bronzer, obviously you don't want to be orange or red or anything, so I'm taking this one from Becca. This is Bali Sands. It's a really neutral color, and I just like to swirl my brush in there and just go ahead and apply to the cheeks. This is one of those that you kind of have to like build it up, which I actually really like, especially for a look like this, because you don't want to go, you know, too crazy. You don't want to be too contoured. You still want to look like yourself. And then I like to bronze up the temples as well. I always do this, so I probably will do it on my wedding day. I'm so sorry, by the way, that the lighting keeps changing. It's like starting to get dark, but then it gets light, and then it gets dark. Like, it doesn't know what it wants to do. Anyways, I'm taking this blush from NARS in the color Sex Appeal. It's just like a really baby peachy pink. Really nice for a bridal look. Just gonna put this all over the cheeks. I feel like blush is such a like bridal thing. Like if you never wear blush, like you need to on your wedding day. Like the blushing bride and that kind of thing, so. And then for highlight, so I love a lot of highlighter. I don't really think you can have too much. I don't think it's a thing, but I know it is for some people, so I'm gonna try to do just a little bit for this video since it's like a bridal look. So I'm just gonna hit the tops of my cheeks with a little bit of Champagne Pop from Becca Cosmetics. You all know it's my absolute favorite. And I'm going to put some on the temple just because it'll look really pretty in pictures. Some on the chin. Just kind of a little bit of everywhere. That way your skin looks nice and glowy. Down the center of the nose, on the tip of the nose. I'm gonna take this one from Dior. It is the Dior Skin Nude Luminizer in 01. I'm just gonna use a Morphe 501, tap it off a little bit, and then just go right over Champagne Pop. I'm just putting this one on the cheeks, and then I'm also taking this one on the inner corner, just for like a little something something. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. Since I am done with all my powder products now, I'm gonna go ahead and do some mascara. For lips, I feel like it's more of a personal preference when it comes to like bridal makeup and stuff. If I could recommend, I'd probably do like a lip liner with like a gloss for pictures and stuff, and then like for the rest of the day do like a matte or something that will at least stay on a little bit better, because you'll be like probably kissing all night or like eating cake and just like talking a lot. So I'm going to do a liner and a gloss, I think. I'd probably keep it on the cooler side, maybe like a pink or something like that. I'm gonna try this color. It's from ColourPop. It's one of their lippy pencils in the shade Tootsie. Okay, it's a little dark. I'm actually going to do BFF from ColourPop instead. And then for my gloss on top of that lip liner, I'm taking Dose of Colors Gloss in On Repeat. That's super pretty. That lip is actually something that I would wear on my wedding. That's super pretty. I should write that combo down because I will never remember. Or I can just come back to this video. I guess I could do that too. I'm going to spray my face with a little bit of Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Definitely want a good setting spray on your wedding day, and then I'm going to let that dry for a second. It's looking so pretty. I'm going to let my hair down too, so it just like adds to the look. I'm definitely going to wear my hair down. I'm thinking of doing like a half up, half down thing. I just cut my hair, so it is probably, it's probably to like here right now. I'm hoping like it'll get longer, but I just cut it, so. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I know I do. It's a little bit warmer than I thought it was gonna be, so I'm not sure if I would personally wear it for my wedding next year. I really like the lip though and everything else, just maybe not the eyes. I feel like it's a little bit warmer than I would probably do for next year, but I'm glad I did this look because it kind of gave me like a little insight of like what I actually want to do for my makeup next year. So it kind of gave me a little bit of practice and stuff. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already, and go ahead and hit the notification bell to get notified for my future videos. I'm going to try and be uploading Tuesdays and Thursdays and eventually add a third day in there somewhere. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at ScaleFuller7 to see more looks that I don't always upload on YouTube. And yeah, leave me a comment what kind of looks you want to see from me in the future. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye!